This is John Paul Rai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and today I got an article that sums up what's been going on with Amber Heard, her legal team, and how she's trying to get Johnny Depp's Virginia case thrown out of court. Probably it's because it's the best bet she's got to win the case. She's got no evidence. She's got nothing like that. She's got pretty much no reliable witnesses, or the witnesses she had aren't really on her team anymore. And what I didn't realize was she wanted to go to the Supreme Court. And the reason is she wanted to get the Supreme Court's opinion on if the UK trial counted towards an American verdict. She figures, well, Judge Penny doesn't think so. Virginia, at the lower levels, doesn't think so. So let me try to get it up to the Supreme Court, because I gotta keep trying to do anything but telling the truth, anything but presenting evidence, anything but playing fair, anything but being just about it. So, right now, let's look at the article, and then I'll say a few words. Here we see it from Courthouse News Service, which is obviously a pretty reliable source, not talking about we got it covered here or one of those trashy little websites. Judge won't send Johnny Depp's defamation suit to Virginia Supreme Court. And that's a very good thing. Fairfax, Virginia, on 3 occasions, attorneys have tried without success to get Johnny Depp's defamation case against his ex-wife tossed out of Fairfax County Circuit Court. Today, that effort may have reached an end. In a ruling from the bench, Judge Penny Azzacrat refused to allow lawyers for actress Amber Heard, Depp's ex-wife, to petition the Virginia Supreme Court to weigh in on legal issues at the core of her last attempt to dismiss the case. If you could call Amber Heard an actress, I guess barely. Essentially, the attorneys wanted the state's high court to tackle whether case law supports their contention that the court should embrace findings from a UK court that Depp, 58, abused his ex-wife on a dozen occasions. I wouldn't really say findings, I would say pre-planned set of emotions they went through. Maybe because Amber Heard was playing Monopoly and drinking hot chocolate with the judge and a few of his buddies, but who knows? I mean, that's harmless, right? I'm not trying to make a metaphor. Let's keep going. This would have ended the Virginia case, which is based upon Depp's charge that Heard, 35, defamed him by describing herself as a domestic abuse survivor. Filed in March 2019, Depp contends that an op-ed written by Heard and published in the Washington Post defamed him. Heard's piece, which described the pitfalls of coming out as a domestic abuse survivor, never mentioned Depp by name, but Depp lost his Pirates of the Caribbean Part 4 days after publication of the editorial. He is asking for $50 million in damages. So right, obviously, if it didn't mention him by name, how could he lose his role as Jack Sparrow if no names were mentioned and it wasn't supposed to be him? That doesn't make sense, because not much of what Amber Heard says does make sense, but I'm sure probably a lot of you guys know that by now. Heard subsequently filed a counterclaim charging that Depp orchestrated a smear campaign against her by repeatedly accusing her of perjury and being a hoax artist. Her lawsuit demands $100 million in damages. The trial is set for spring 2022. Well, I would think Depp was right about that if he did call her a hoax artist. But it wasn't just him, it was millions of people. People on social media, people in articles who are pro-Johnny, and yes, they're out there. Some legal facets of the case, for example, whether Depp is barred from relitigating issues covered in the UK, have not been fully decided, argued Elaine Carlson, Brennerhoff, Heard's lawyer, who doesn't argue so good. I mean, so far, she's pretty much losing every battle here. She really can't get her foot in the door as far as having a victory in opinion, so that's good too. Hopefully she's incompetent, and it looks like that's the case. But Depp's attorney, Ben Chu of Brown Rudnick LLP, asked the court to deny the motion. He pointed out that in August, Azzacrat handed down a 10-page opinion rejecting the argument that the case should be dismissed because of the UK ruling. The case involved a lawsuit against a British tabloid and its editor over a story that described Depp as a wife beater. In her opinion, Alzacott noted the defamation claim in the UK was based on completely different statements than the present case. In her ruling today, Alzacott ticked through each legal standard required to send the case to the Virginia Supreme Court and concluded that the case didn't qualify. The judge's decision did not appear to be a close call, Chu remarked. So, as you can see, I tried to get Judge Penny's last name correct. I hope I did. If I didn't, I apologize. And I don't always apologize, but in this circumstance, I will, because she seems like a very nice lady who is quite intelligent, actually. So, there you have it. And I gotta tell you guys, I didn't pass this story up, but I put out a couple of videos first because I was thinking, well, wait a minute. Didn't we already go through this? Didn't she try to dismiss the case like 10 times already? Like, isn't this just repeating now? And it seems that this is like the final judgment that she can't actually get to the Supreme Court and she can't actually make the UK case count in Virginia, which makes no sense because UK law is completely different. The circumstances were completely different. The Sun and Dan Wooten are not involved in this. This is directly between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. So for that alone, for the few things I can mention, being very far from a legal person, it seems like common sense would tell you you can't put this up to the Supreme Court and you can't cancel the case because some, I don't know, creepy little judge in the UK had some coffees with you and your lawyer and played Monopoly and you guys decided that the case was going to go your way. Anyway, you let me know what you're thinking down below. I'm doing shout-outs, special thanks, things like that. I forgot a few shout-outs this week from some people I really wanted to give them to. They will come. But for now, consider subscribing. And if you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.